Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am really excited because we're going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. So e.l.f. is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, drugstore brand, and I have so many of their products. A lot of the stuff I have tried already, some of it I have never tried before, so I thought we could do a full face together. I can give you my first impressions on some of these products, as well as my thoughts and opinions and reviews on the products I have already tried, try them on with you on camera. And yeah, I thought it would be a fun little video to do. So here's kind of a sneak peek of my final look, but you guys, we will get into the entire tutorial. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe and let's go ahead and get started. All right, I zoomed you guys in, so let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna start with my brows today. So I have the new e.l.f. brow laminating gel. So we're gonna test this out. I actually have tried it once already, and you guys, I don't know. I think it's good at first. It looks really nice, but I just didn't find that this held up my brow hairs as well as like my Refi brow gel, which is, this is supposed to be a dupe for. But here's how it looks. So we're gonna test it out again today. I can wear it all day, and then I can update the comments letting you guys know if this time it held up or not, because I don't know, the last time I tried it, I found by the end of the day my brows were falling down. So here's how the applicator looks, and let's go ahead and apply to my brows. So I'm just gonna back comb them a little bit and then comb them up, and then maybe I'll dip in again to get some more product, and then we will do the side as well. Now we're going to take the little comb piece on the other side, and we are just going to use the comb to push up the brow hairs just into place where I want them, just kind of like that. So I think they look really good just like right off the bat, but like I said, they don't stay. Once I have the rest of my makeup on, I feel like they fell down a bit. I don't have a brow pencil from e.l.f., so I'm just going to finish up my brows and then I'll be right back. Okay, I finished up my brows, so here's how they are looking. I think they look really nice so far. We'll see how they hold up throughout this video. And then again, I will update you guys on the hold, but I like them right now, so we can move on. I want to do my eyes next, and e.l.f. came out with a new primer recently, or an eyeshadow primer. This is called their Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. They did used to have a different one. I don't know if it was the same name, but I think they discontinued that one and reformulated it into this one now. So I haven't really seen much about this. I mean, I don't even think they really mentioned it much on their Instagram or anything, maybe just briefly. So I haven't seen any reviews or anything on it, but I thought I would grab it just because I was making an e.l.f. order anyway, and it is a new product, so I thought, why not? Let's try it out. So here's how the packaging looks, and let's open this. Okay, so here is the little applicator. So I'm just gonna apply some of this to my eyes. It does say it's a sheer formula, which is fine. I do typically tend to like something with a little bit more coverage, but this should be fine, so we'll see. Let me just apply that, and then let's blend this out. So yeah, definitely a sheer formula. It's not really offering much coverage, but it does feel like silky smooth. So I'm curious to see how my eyeshadow is gonna apply on top of it. Now I don't have an eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. To use, but I do have liquid shadow, which is right here. So I'm gonna use this as like my shadow topper. So I'm gonna do my eyes off camera because I don't, like I said, I don't have an eyeshadow palette from them. But I will do my eyeshadow and then I will come back and we can try out this liquid shadow. Okay, I finished up my eyeshadow. So I actually used the Lithe eyeshadow palette that I got in Ipsy this month. So I actually like this palette. I mean, the eyeshadow performed really nicely on top of the eyeshadow primer as well. I feel like it kind of just went on really smoothly. So as of right now, I like the primer. I'll have to see how my eyeshadow holds up to see if it creases or anything, so I will update the description box for you guys. But yeah, this Life palette, it's a cute little travel palette. I just like the colors. It's nice and neutral. I thought this would go good with the liquid shadow that we have to try from e.l.f. So yeah, this is how the liquid shadow looks. It's in the shade Moon. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some kind of to the inner corner to fill in where I didn't put any shadow, because I kind of want to have a nice, like, almost like, I don't know if you can do like a cut crease with this. It looks really pretty. Like, look at that. It's so shiny. I'm gonna have to blend it in so there's not such a harsh line, but I really like this formula. This looks really pretty. Yeah, that is really pretty. Look at that. So now I'm just going to take the eyeshadow brush I use and kind of just blend the edges just so they're more seamless. Before we continue with the eyes, I do want to add a lip oil to my lips just to kind of hydrate them, marinate them, so that when I get to my lips later on, that they will be nice and hydrated. So e.l.f. came out with a new lip oil. They have like their regular line of lip oils, but they came out with a limited edition one for the Jelly Pop collection. So they recently launched their Jelly Pop primer again. They also came out with a highlighter stick and then this lip oil as well. I want to say these launched back in like May, June, I don't know. It's been a little bit, but they're still fairly new. So here's how it looks. And it has like a really pretty shimmer to it. Here's the applicator. I love the big doe foots on these. And I will just swatch it so you can see the shade. It's a very subtle color, but it has a nice shimmery sheen to it, as you can see. So pretty, and it smells so delicious. So juicy, so watermelon, fruity. I just love this scent. So let's just go ahead and apply a little bit to my lips just to hydrate them. I love this formula too. I wish they would keep coming out with like new scents in their lip oils, because their original line is just all mint scented, and I'm not like the biggest fan of mint scented product or like lip products. So I would love if they kept this permanent, because I would just buy this one from now on. Let's move on to mascara now. So I actually have their Lash and Roll mascara. And this I have actually never tried before. Some of these products I have tried already, because I probably reviewed them on TikTok already. So there's a few here though that I haven't tried before, like the eye primer. That was my first time trying it. And the mascara, this is my first time trying it. And I think there's, yeah, one other product that I haven't tried, or I haven't tried it in like years. So anyways, let's go ahead and do this mascara. So this is supposed to be a curling and lifting mascara. It's supposed to be like a dupe for the Benefit Roller Lash, which actually that one I've never tried, so I won't even know like how they compare, but I still want to try this one out and see how it is. So here's how the packaging looks. I do really like this packaging. I like the black and pink. It's very similar to the Benefit Roller Lash. You can definitely tell that they were going for that mascara. So let's see how the wand looks. Yes, so it is a nice curved wand. So I do want to curl my lashes first though. I always curl my lashes. So let me just quickly do that. And then we can apply the mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna do this eye first, and then we can compare how they look side by side. I do really like this wand, like right off the bat. It's a nice, precise, like smaller sized wand, which I feel like is just easier for me to use. Those bigger, fluffier wands, I feel like I always end up getting mascara on everything because they're just so big and bulky. I like the size of this one. I feel like this one's like the perfect size. So this is supposed to be, what did it say, lengthening? No, curling and lifting. So we'll see. Okay, so that's one coat and nothing on this eye. I definitely think it curled and like lifted. My lashes look pretty good. I don't think it added much volume. maybe a tiny bit of length, but it doesn't claim to be a lengthening or a volumizing mascara. It's basically just for a lifted look, which I think it does. I mean, my lashes look pretty good. So, I mean, let's see how it looks with 2 coats, because I usually do 2 coats. So, let's do another coat, and then we can compare again. I mean, the difference that 1 versus 2 coats makes is crazy. Like, 2 coats looks way better than just the 1 coat did. So, I don't know. I think it looks nice. Like, I wouldn't say this is my favorite mascara that I've tried. I definitely think it's just average, but it does give a nice lift to the lashes, so I'm not mad at it. But I mean, I don't think I love it enough to necessarily like repurchase it. And like I said, I can't compare it to the Benefit Roller Lash because I haven't tried that one. But I mean, for the price point, this is a decent mascara. All right, let's move on to their bronzing drops. So they came out with these bronzing drops. They look very similar to the Drunk Elephant. So I'm assuming that's kind of where they were going with this one. They do typically tend to just dupe products. I feel like that's kind of what e.l.f. is known for now. So these are the bronzing drops in the shade Pure Gold. They actually came out with 3 different shades, which I thought was really nice because a lot of the times brands are only coming out with 1 shade. So I like that they came out with 3 different shades. I got the shade Gold because that's just like, I don't know. I like the gold color. I think it looks really pretty. So we're gonna try these on with some moisturizer. I'm gonna mix it in with some moisturizer. I typically like to always mix in with moisturizer just because I feel like it gives a more even look. If I just go in with these, I feel like they don't blend as well. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let me just get some moisturizer. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot on this lid here, so let me just apply some. Okay, then I'm just gonna shake these up a little bit. And then we can go in and apply some. Typically, I don't really use like bronzing drops if I'm gonna do makeup. These are more for like my no makeup days, but since, I mean, we're trying a bunch of e.l.f. stuff, I figured I would still try these out because I haven't tried these out on camera for you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and blend this all in now. Do you guys see how that gave like such an instant bronzing effect? Like my face is like darker than my neck now. I'm gonna have to like blend this in to my neck a little bit. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna try just blending it a bit more. Oh, what is going on here? I don't know if it's starting to like peel off or something. Yeah, see that? The more I start like rubbing it, the more it's kind of starting to like peel off actually, which is not what you want. I mean, look at that. Oh no. I did have this issue the first time I tried it. I had the same issue with it pilling, and I used, I don't know what moisturizer I used with it, but it just didn't really work well with that moisturizer, I guess. And now I feel like I'm having that same issue because this is my first time trying this moisturizer. I feel like it's just getting really streaky now. Like trying to blend it in, it's just starting to like peel away. See that? See, I don't really have this issue with other bronzing drops that I have, so that's why I'm not like the biggest fan of these ones, because yeah, they shouldn't pill like that. Like, I just don't understand. But we're gonna be covering this up anyway because I am doing foundation, so it doesn't really matter too much. But if I was just going in with just the bronzing drops, this would be a problem. Now it does not look even. It just looks patchy and splotchy, and no, like I really wanted to like these, but honestly I don't think I'm the biggest fan of them. Like, I think the other ones that I have in my collection just work so well. They always work with any moisturizer I use. This one I feel like is so picky. I only had one moisturizer so far that I used it with that it didn't pill, and then the other 2 that I've used with it did. So that's kind of annoying. So yeah, I'm not super fond of these, to be honest. Yeah, let's move on and get this face covered up here. So I do have a primer as well that I want to use. This is the Liquid Poreless Primer. This isn't really that new, but it's the newest one that I have from e.l.f., so I thought I would use it. Hopefully this isn't going to pill, but we'll see. I'm just going to apply a little bit to the spots that I have like the most visible pores, so that can kind of fill in my pores a little bit. I do like this primer. The few times that I have used it, I think it's a nice pore filling primer. I like it better than their putty primer, like the one that comes in an actual jar, because I just don't really like digging my fingers in like primers and stuff. I'd rather them come in a tube or something that I can squeeze out or pump out. So I think I prefer this one just for that reason alone, but it's also less greasy feeling, where I feel like the original putty primer is a little bit greasier feeling. We are ready for foundation. Now I do have their new Soft Glam Satin Foundation. So this one is in the shade 25 Light Neutral. I feel like their shade range is not the greatest. I feel like most of the shades lean warm, even though there are some cool tones and there's some neutral undertones. I feel like all of them still lean warmer. Also, these do oxidize, so I would recommend getting a lighter shade because this shade works for me, but as the day goes on, the longer it's on my face, it oxidizes and it starts to get a little too dark for me. So that's the one complaint I have about this. But aside from that, I really do like this formula. So this is a medium buildable coverage, long-lasting formula. It has 1% hydrating hibiscus complex. This does last on me. I wore it for hours and hours and it looked so good on me at the end of the day. So I do like the longevity of this. I do like the coverage of it as well, and the finish. It's a really nice like satin finish, as you guys will see. So let me just shake this up a bit and then we can apply. All right, now let's just blend this out with a sponge. So it is like medium coverage, but it looks so natural on the skin. Like, do you guys see that? It blends so easy and it looks so pretty on. Like, I love the finish of this. And as you can see, the shade is like perfect. But again, it does oxidize, so it's probably not gonna look as good later on, but I do like how it looks initially. All right, so that was super easy to blend out. Look at how beautiful it made my skin look. It gives really good coverage. Like, I'm really impressed with the coverage. It feels extremely lightweight on the skin. Like, it feels like a skin tint rather than a foundation. So I really like this. All right, so I love that. I love how it looks. We can move on. I'm going to do I do have a powder bronzer, so let's do this next. I do have a liquid blush, so I'm wondering, I hope the liquid blush goes on top of the powder bronzer fine, because sometimes there's issues with that, but I'm gonna do the bronzer first because that's typically the step that I would do next. So we have the primer infused matte bronzer. Now these aren't new, we've had these for a long time, but they did come out with some newer shades earlier this year. I don't know, a few months back now. I can't remember exactly when they came out, but they're not super old yet. So this is in the shade Tan O'Clock, and this is one of their newer shades. So let's go ahead and apply this. Here's how the shade looks. It's a really nice, like, neutral, not overly warm tone. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a lighter shade. Like, it's not super dark. You guys will see, like, it's kind of more, it's a lighter color, I guess. I don't know. It looks like natural on the skin. It's not giving too much, like, too much bronziness, or like it's not looking orange or anything. Like, it doesn't have like a orangey undertone or a red undertone, which I feel like a lot of bronzers, sometimes they lean really warm and orange. This one, I feel like, I don't know, maybe on camera it picks up a little bit more like warm, but in person it is like, honestly, like one of my favorite shades for bronzer. It just looks so natural. It's like sun-kissed, beautiful. I love it. It looks so good. I do want to add some to my nose as well. I like to bronze my nose up a little bit. just to add some depth to the center of the face. There. I like the way that is looking. Okay, so yeah, love this. This is a great powder bronzer. You don't have to spend $50 on a powder bronzer. This is honestly just as good as some of my high-end ones. So yeah, definitely recommend that. Okay, next we're gonna go in with blush. Now I didn't get any of their new powder blushes. I kind of wanted to get my hands on some of those, but they were always sold out of the shade I wanted, so I don't have those because those are actually newer than these Camo blushes. But I don't think that I've tried these on camera with you guys yet. So I will be using this one today in the shade Dusty Rose. This is probably my favorite shade in the line. I have 4 of them, but this is probably my favorite just because it's the most like everyday natural kind of shade. It's really pretty. These are very pigmented, by the way. So if you are new to these, go in light-handed because yeah, they're pigmented. But I like a lot of blush, so I typically do 2 dots, at least in this lighter shade I do. In the darker shades that I own, I would stick with 1 dot, but this one I feel like I can get away with 2 dots because it is lighter. Look at that. It blended in like 2 seconds. Ugh, and I love this color. It's so pretty. It's perfect for summertime. Yeah, this is just one of my favorite blush formulas from the drugstore. These are literally insane. And I think they're like $8.97 Canadian. So if you're in the US, even cheaper. It's insane what you get for like under 10 bucks. Like the Rare Beauty ones are great, but these are just as good and they are half the price. So love those. Okay, so I don't have concealer. That's one thing that I don't have from e.l.f. because I just don't like either of their concealers that they have. So I'm really hoping they come up with a new one soon. Actually, maybe they have more than 2, but I've only tried the Camo concealer in both the hydrating and the original version, and I don't like either of them. So yeah, I hope they come up with a new concealer. I feel like that's what they're kind of missing. I know they have like a pen concealer type thing, but I've never been interested in that one. So I feel like if they come out with anything new soon, they should come out with a new concealer because I really would love to add a concealer to my collection of their products. But yeah, I don't have one right now, so I'm just gonna do my concealer using something else and then we'll be right back. Okay, next I want to go in with the Halo Glow setting powder. So this one is in the light pink shade. Now I have tried this before, but it's been years, so I can't remember my thoughts on it. And I got the original one last time, just like the regular translucent shade, but now they have like this light pink shade, and I love a pink powder. Now this doesn't look very pink, looks very like subtly pink, but I still want to try it under the eyes because I like a pink powder under the eyes just for brightening. So here's how it looks on the inside. So I'm gonna pour some into the cap. Yeah, honestly, this is like barely pink. This looks like peach almost to me, but I do also have their little puff, but to be honest with you, I don't really like this one. It's just too thick and bulky. Like for under the eyes, it just doesn't work that well. So I'm not even gonna use that because I just don't really like it. I know they came out with like some smaller ones now, so I may have to get those, but I'm just gonna use my little one size puff because I really like this one for under the eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna just tap off the excess. I'm also going to just make sure my concealer is not creasing before I set. And then let me grab my smaller mirror and we're gonna set under the eye. Ooh, that powder feels super smooth. How does that look? That looks really good. That was like really smoothing. I don't know. I like the way that looks. I just don't think it's really that pink though. I feel like to me this looks just like translucent. There's just not enough of a pink tint to call this a pink powder, I wouldn't say. Like, I don't know. To me it doesn't look pink, but I still like the shade. Like I like how it looks under the eyes. It still looks brightening, but not as brightening, I would say, as some of my other pink powders, but still looks good. Like honestly can't complain. Like for the price, this is a $10 powder. Like it made my under eyes look really nice, so I'm impressed with that so far. Let's try setting the rest of my face with this. Now to do that, I'm going to take a fluffier brush. to set the rest of my face. And then I do typically go in with the powder puff on just more of my oily areas on top of that. So let's just set with this brush first. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with some more powder on my little puff here. Just gotta get some more powder. And then I will just take that and kind of just press it into the spots where I get oily, which is around my nose, chin area, and also my forehead here. Basically my T-zone is where I get oily. So I like to just press some powder into there. Also, I did forget to set my concealer under my brows, which I feel like I need to do because if I don't, my mascara will transfer a lot of the time. Oh gosh, that looks crazy. Now I need to go back in with my eyeshadow brush and sweep that away. But you guys, this brow is just not cooperating. I don't know if you can see, but it just keeps falling down, it looks like. Like these hairs here just do not want to stay put. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like I said, this brow gel just isn't the longest lasting for me. I know a lot of people swear by it and say it's like amazing and holds their brows all day, but I just don't find that with me, at least the 2 times that I've tried it. Okay, so we are almost done here. Do I want to contour my nose a little bit? Or not contour, carve out my nose with powder? I think I do, just to clean up this bronzer here. Okay, let that sit for a second here. And then let's do my lip liner while I'm waiting for this powder. So I did get one of their new Cream Glide lip liners. I have tried this one already, but this is in the shade Baddest Beige. And these lip liners are $3. $3 Canadian, $2 US, which is insane. And these are pigmented and creamy. So for that price, I mean, you cannot beat it. I hope they come out with more shades because I need more of these. I feel like they only have like maybe 6 shades right now. They need to come out with some more like nudes, cool tones. I would love to see that because yeah, these are so good. They may not have like the longevity as some lip liners because these are creamy, but I mean, for the price, $3, you guys, you can't complain. That's dollar store price. Even if this lasts 2 hours on my lips, I mean, I only paid $3, so what can I really say? Like, they just glide. I mean, hence the name Cream Glide lip liner. These glide so easily. They have really nice pigment, as you can see. Okay, let's sweep away this powder now. And for lipstick, I haven't really bought any new lipsticks from them in a while. So I'm gonna be using my O Face satin lipstick that I have. This one's in the shade Dirty Talk. I absolutely love this shade. It's such a pretty pink, kind of neutral beige pink. Like, it's really pretty. I love this color for just like every day, and the formula is really nice as well. So let's go ahead and apply. Look at that, that matches the lip liner like perfectly. Yeah, that looks so good. I love this color and I love the packaging. It literally like has a magnetic closure, which is so nice. Like for drugstore, that's pretty bougie for drugstore. So yeah, this pretty much completes the look, other than I do feel like I want to finish up my under eyes. So I'll probably just quickly do that off camera and then we can go ahead and set my face with a setting spray. Okay, I went ahead and finished up my eyes. I added some lashes as well because I just feel better with lashes. I think my looks just don't feel complete until I add lashes. So yeah, I also forgot that I have a highlighter. So we're gonna use the Halo Glow Beauty Wand highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne. Now I already set my face, so I hope this applies okay on top of powder. I haven't really tried it before that way, so we're gonna see. I'm just gonna use my finger though, just to gently dot it on, just to see if I can apply it, you know, gently without it lifting any product underneath. That looks pretty. I mean, it's not like super blinding, but it's nice and subtle and like natural, I guess, which isn't like my favorite type of highlighter. I feel like I do like something a little bit more visible, but I could probably build this up more if I hadn't set my face. I just totally forgot that I had this. I mean, you can see the swatch here. It's super pretty on like the finger when you know, put quite a bit of product, but then when you like blend it out, it does sheer out a little bit, I feel like. But it still looks pretty. Like, it does give a little glow to the skin. I just don't want to mess up my makeup, so I'm going like very light-handed and trying to do this as gently as possible. But I do like that. And I need to have a little glow on my skin, so I definitely needed to add this. I think that looks pretty. I might do a little bit on the center of my nose here. We have one more step in my makeup routine, and that is, of course, to set the face. And I did pick up their new Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. So I've heard mixed reviews on this one, but I've only tried it once, so I don't even really know my thoughts. We're gonna try it again today. I do like the mister on this one. It is a very fine mist, and it says it's supposed to, what does it say? It has 5% aloe plus hyaluronic acid, squalene, and green tea seed oil. So it's supposed to give you a nice dewy finish, set your makeup. So if you have oily skin, maybe skip this one because this is a dewier product. But I feel like I can get away with some dewy setting sprays, so I do like to try them from time to time. Yeah, that has a nice fine mist, like I said. Love the mister on that. It's not shooting big water droplets onto your face. That's one of my pet peeves when it comes to setting sprays. This has a really nice fine mist. Just gonna apply a little bit more. It has like a, I don't even know what kind of scent that is. It's not like bad. It just doesn't really smell like, I don't know what that smell is. I can't really put my finger on what that smells like, but it doesn't smell, I wouldn't say it smells good, but it doesn't smell bad either. It's kind of in the middle. But did that give me a nice dewy finish? I think so. I think that looks really nice. Like, my skin looks hydrated, it looks glowy. I really like the mister on that one. I'm gonna have to, you know, again, do a wear test. I have only tried this one once, so I can't remember how my skin held up with it, but I'm gonna do a wear test on all these products, let you guys know how they hold up on me. I feel like the brow gel is kind of, I mean, I already feel like it's not holding, so I don't think this one is gonna be too positive for me of a review, because it's just not doing what I needed to do. Like, I've just filmed this video and this brow is just not cooperating. I feel like this one's kind of holding. It still looks good. It's fallen a little bit, but not too bad, whereas this one just keeps going, like, the hairs just keep going flat, and it's like I need them to stay brushed up. But let's go over maybe my favorite product from today and my least favorite. I would say the least favorite is probably a tie between the bronzing drops and the brow gel. This isn't holding. This was pilling, streaky. It's just too much work to get it to work properly, whereas all my other bronzing drops I own, they work fine. So I don't know what it is with this one, but I'm just not the biggest fan. As far as my favorite products, well, of course, the lip oil. I love the lip oil. I really love this setting powder. I forgot how good this is. I actually really like it. So this is definitely a favorite from today. I mean, most of these are gonna be favorites. I love the lip liner. I really love the lipstick. I love the blush. The blushes are amazing. I mean, the foundation I really do love as well. But like I said, it does oxidize. So that's kind of like my one thing with this one. So I wouldn't say that's a favorite. So yeah, the lip oil, the blush, the powder, the lip liner, and the lipstick, I would say are my favorites. Everything else was just kind of like, it was good maybe, but maybe not like mind-blowingly good where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a new favorite. I mean, I do really like the bronzer too, so this could also be a favorite from this video. I just like so much of e.l.f. stuff. They have so many good products, so you really can't go wrong. I mean, their prices are so affordable, so even if you don't really love something, I feel like I didn't spend a lot of money on it, so I'm not like usually hurt about it if I don't love it. But yeah, so that's everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what your favorite product from e.l.f. is. I would love to hear. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know as well. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.